Hey everybody, this is Bert Burger, Sunova Surfboards, and now I'm going to be discussing with you some of the design and performance features of our Big Boy model longboard. So as the name suggests, this board is actually designed primarily for bigger guys. Someone who's in the vicinity of 100 kilo, 6 foot plus, pretty much well someone my size. Fat boy. So what we've got on this particular board is it's quite wide. It's up to 24 inches wide. And so what that means is it has a lot of area so a bigger guy can paddle in. So the board in general has a lot of outline curve coming from a relatively narrow tail out to 24 and back up to a relatively narrow nose for its width. Then on the rocker, we actually have quite a lot of rocker as well. Like if I had to generalize, we use about 6 different rockers on our range of longboards. So if number 1 was our flattest rocker and number 6 was our most rockered board, this rocker would be around about number 5. So it has a fair bit of rocker. So with that rocker and with that outline curve, the board is really loose, especially from the middle. Like a bigger guy can jump in the middle of this board and literally pump it like a short board and is really able to get a lot of speed on it. And the fact that the tail pulls in so tightly means that the rail-to-rail transition off the back foot is really snappy. So it's possible for a bigger guy to just throw this board up, go vert, snap it under the lip, super tight roundhouses all the way around, figure eights. It doesn't nose ride that good, primarily because there's not a lot of nose area, and also because it has a lot of outline curve. What it means is when you do step up to the nose, it tends to want to spin off the face a little bit and drift off. So you sort of have to put a little bit more weight on the beachside rail and be really conscious of that, but you can still nose ride. You know, I've had some great nose rides on this board. One of the other features is it has a very thin rail. Like we go from 3 inches thick down to a rail that you'd probably see on a typical 510 thruster, and then it gets super refined in the tail. And so having the rails so thin means that as soon as you want to get it on rail, that rail just knifes in and it's super sensitive with this really fine tail. Also helps the tail to flex up. So you stomp your back foot on that and it can really fit tight in the pocket. And so obviously to get that thin rail on this board, there is a fair bit of dome in the deck. That's just the way it is. But it ends up, this becomes a really pleasant, high performance board to ride. So if you're a bigger guy and you're looking for a board that catches waves easy and you want to surf a longboard with the focus more on the performance side and a little less on the nose riding, then this is definitely the one.